Hey guys, Alan Airsoft here, and today I'm going to be showing you a quick comparison video. The 8.4 volt versus the 9.6 volt. I'm panting just because I had to keep running up and down stairs. I'm fine now, but to start off, the prices of 8.4 volt and 9.6 volt. Generally the 8.4 volt, this is an 1100 milliamp version. This one is generally a lot cheaper than 9.6 volt. The 9.6 volt is generally about €10 or $10 more than the 8.4 volt. That's the one pro about the 8.4 volt. It's much cheaper and it is much easier to find. You can get 8.4 volts in nearly any type. You can get it in any type of version, any stick batteries, but it's harder to find 9.6 volts. So if you're ever looking for a 9.6 volt, you might not be able to find on a certain site because they might be out of stock because it's a really popular battery. Same with the 8.4 volt. They might be out of stock, but you just have to keep searching around. Anyway, from the price, I'm just going to go over the pros of the 8.4 volt battery. First of all, it's small. This thing is slightly smaller than the 9.6 volt. Only one cell, it's one cell smaller, so if your gun has a tight fit like some JG36Cs, I'd recommend this because it's not as much as a pain getting an 9.6 volt in as it getting an 8.4 volt in. So one good thing about it is the size. Second good thing about it is the price, which I just mentioned, but there are some cons about the 8.4 volt. Firstly, it is more prone. Oh Jesus, what is this bad about it? Firstly, it does not nowhere near last as long as 9.6 volt. I've tested out a 8.4 volt 1500 milliamp and a 9.6 volt 1500 milliamp, and I swear right now 9.6 volt lasted 1,000 shots, 500 to 1,000 shots longer, and that is unbelievable. You really want a better gun that shoots more. Like, you want a better battery that shoots more ammo. So first con about that, and second con is that it is more prone to, let's say, basically not firing. I remember I went into my skirmish and I was going up into a stair where I had this exact battery in, and it was actually on semi-automatic, and my semi-automatic malfunctioned just as I was in there, so I had to leg it out and I got shot eventually. But the thing is, 8.4 volts can jam if you have a high torque motor. So if you have a high torque motor, which mine is an SRC or TSD G36C, I would recommend getting an 9.6 volt battery. And pros about it, it's cheaper and it's easier to fit in. They're the main pros. Pros about the 9.6 volt, it lasts a lot longer. Oh, sorry, one more con about it, it has a slower fire rate than 9.6 volt. Pros about it, has a higher rate of fire, it has a higher trigger response. That's what I've actually noticed, that has a higher trigger response. And it lasts a lot longer, just as I said there how long it lasts. It lasts much longer than the 8.4 volt. Cons about this, it might not fit into certain places, but since it's an unchucked battery, you can squeeze it into a lot of places because it's separate. But what I do, I just tape this, you tape it over, and then you can easily squeeze it in. I don't mind if you tape it or don't tape it, it's fine. But both of these have mini type connectors, so they're both mini type batteries. You can get a 9.6 volt large, but that would be fucking huge. It's like this size, and you can get an 8.4 volt large which hold more milliamps, which means you're going to play for longer. Yeah, so because these batteries I just discharged them because I had a skirmish recently. I cannot show you the rate of fire test, but I will do that in a different video. In my personal opinion, I would definitely go for 9.6 volt. Even though they cost $10, €10 more, still go for it. It's a better trigger response, higher rate of fire, and it lasts a lot longer for my personal uses. It's just much better battery, and who cares if it's a tight fit? You're just going to have to get used to that. Nearly every battery is a tight fit to get in the first time, so you can just get used to it. Maybe use a bit of tape, switch it around a bit, stuff like that. But in my opinion, 9.6 volts outdo 8.4 volts a lot. Unless you don't have a high torque motor, it's a gun shooting a low FPS, there's not much point getting a good battery. But if you want to invest some more money into your gun, I definitely recommend getting a 9.6 volt battery. They're just so much better in many ways. Yeah, that's it. Remember guys, to subscribe because I will be putting out videos pretty soon. And as you can see, I got my Cal Pat BDUs off Airsoft Club for $55 shipped. That's it, guys. See it.